I am Verna Smith, and welcome to another edition of Issues in Focus. It has been a week or two that we have not talked politics because in our busy lives, so many things do happen, but I just thought that at this time, given what happened last Tuesday, it was important to reach out to you, my audience, and to talk about the elections in Pennsylvania, in Arkansas, and of course, in Kentucky. The narrative. What was the narrative from the recent elections? First, Senator Specter, veteran politician for 30 years in the Senate, was defeated by a populist vote in Pennsylvania against two-term congressman and three-star General Joe Sestak. When this race began, I never thought Joe Sestak had a chance. As they say, not in hell. But he fought back from the establishment, he fought back from the status quo, and he fought back to the people in Washington to say, we out here, voters, because those other people who supported him said they wanted something different, they wanted change to represent something new and outside of the establishment. They want something new and outside of Washington, and they want something new outside of somebody saying, we're going to continue with the status quo. So here is it. 2 days ago, Joe Sestak emerged as a Democratic senatorial candidate for Pennsylvania to go up against GOP Tomey in November. Interesting, only because of the narrative. Absolutely, it's about the narrative. What were people saying to President Obama, to Governor Rendell, to former Bob Casey, to Senator Biden about this election? We want for you to understand that local politics is particularly important to us. Sure, we appreciate endorsements, but we don't live by them. So I do believe in the independence of voters going with their gut feeling in terms of what they want. I believe that gives us a sense of empowerment, that we have a say in who leads us and who we choose to lead us. And of course, that doesn't negate the work and all that Senator Specter has done in the past, but it does say when the people believe that they find what they're looking for in terms of political leadership, those at the top at times should try to listen to them more carefully and to embrace their concerns and their feelings. So again, we are talking issues in focus. We are talking about the recent elections. Of course, the DNC. People are saying, can't forget this. People are saying, since President Obama has been in office, all the candidates that he has so far endorsed have lost the race. Is there a message behind that? The president continues to be very inspiring to many of us. I supported the president. I've said it time and time again. But what is it that's coming out of Washington why when he says A, people are going B? I think it's about the grassroots, the base of his party, feeling that somehow they have been locked out, and the people who, came on later are being let in terms of what they want to continue, as we talked, old style, smoke-filled, dark room politics. So again, Specter lost, populist votes, so the new person, the progressive, Joe Sestak, sends a message, and I say the narrative is, we want to do the choosing, we want Washington to stay out of local politics, and it proves again that the narrative is everything really, in some and most instances, is local. Then again, there is Blanche Lincoln in Arkansas, Blue Dog Democrat, that was a stiff opponent to the president in some of the things he wanted to do. People got angry, and they said, we want Blanche Lincoln out. Well, the results are that she didn't get that 50% that she needed, and on June 8th, Blanche Lincoln will be in a runoff, and from what I can garner from the reports and the readings and the conversations I'm having, Blanche Lincoln could just again have to run again and lose. It's a message that incumbents should hear and understand. You are sent to Washington to do the bidding of the people who voted for you. It's not vice versa. But from time to time, I think politicians forget who is it that goes out to vote for them, and who is it that gives them a wonderful opportunity to go into Washington and show us what they can do. So again, Blanche Lincoln, her returning to the Senate still under a cloud. Of course, what the Democrats are most proud of, because I think that all, the tea baggers, I didn't create the word, or the Tea Party people are most proud about, is Rand Paul, the son of Dr. Ron Paul, who won the great margin against a GOP from the conservative side of the GOP party in Kentucky. But in terms of the wave, the tsunami, I haven't heard it. I haven't heard my good friend Michael Steele come out to say how well they did. Neither have I heard former vice presidential candidate Sarah Palin as kingmaker come out to say, oh, we prove that the country has moved and of course want their country back, whatever that means. So this has been a very interesting week in politics. Of course, the Democrats are proud about maintaining the 12th district in Pennsylvania, which was formerly occupied by the late John Murtha. Of course, the guy won, the person who won in that seat actually spoke against some of the policies of President Obama, that he would not have supported the healthcare reform. He has some very conservative views, but I do believe that politics is about being a great tactician. I believe you have to have a strategy to win, and hopefully when he gets into Washington, because he has won that seat, he doesn't have to think about November. I hope he will understand that the president will need his support, and that for the progressive agenda to continue, and I use the word progressive in quotes, he might need to change again. But again, we are talking politics. We are talking the recent elections on May 18th and what the narrative has been to Washington and to the insiders, that when the people speak and when the people make their demands, the status quo might just need to take some time and listen. We are also, I'll mention briefly about the immigration policy. President of Mexico is here right now, visiting with the president. There are so many issues surrounding Mexico and immigration. Many people are saying there is a need for immigration reform, and I agree with that. But is this the time to do it, given all that the president has on his agenda? Midterm elections are just months away. The economy continues to be a problem. Middle America, unlike Wall Street, are still not able to pay their bills. Middle America, unlike Wall Street, are not getting bonuses. Middle America and mainstream America are living off temporary $10 jobs, unlike Wall Street. So despite the elections, which is important, immigration, it's the economy. And if when November or August or September rolls around, people see no hope out of this financial abyss, which of course was not created by the president, but we expect him to provide a solution, because that is the way politics is. There's going to be a lot of disappointment. People, I think, given the conversations I've been having, they might not vote GOP, they might just stay home, because there's nothing there to excite them. So again, the economy still stands out to me like an elbow, has to be addressed. Those stimulus monies have to start more than trickling down. They need to start flooding into the cities and in the streets of middle and